We have to start them like a lawnmower. Yeah.
I'm just on the chair. Hello, welcome to 3/3 Game Nerds. I'm Eric.
I'm Winnie.
I'm Adam.
And today we're talking about Flux, which has many different variations. So,
Yes, it does.
Let's start with you. We'll go over what your favorite Flux is.
Well, we need to first talk about what the heck Flux is.
Flux is a card game.
Somebody explain this game to somebody.
Okay, there's one rule.
What is
No,
it?
stop. There's one basic rule, which is draw a card, play a card. But the rules can change because there are special cards that do different things. So there are rule cards that change the rules. You can add rules, and you can get up to a lot of different rules, like hand limits and playing a different number of cards and just all these different things that you can do. There are also like action cards. Action cards are just like a one-time thing. Like you play it and then you do whatever it says on the card. You've got your keepers, which are what you need to win, and you play them on the table in front of you.
Which they're usually characters from whatever.
Yeah.
And then the goal cards that say which cards you need.
Yep.
Which keepers you need to win.
Yeah, the goals are how you win, but the goals can change.
Constantly.
Yes.
There's also creepers, which...
And some. Not all Fluxes have creepers.
In quite a few of them, though. There is creepers, basically...
There are creepers.
Yeah. Basically...
I've been called a creeper.
I believe it.
Basically, you can't win with them.
Unless there's a certain goal that says you can only win if you have a creeper, which they do tend to have those so that shake things up.
Yeah.
So it's a game that constantly contradicts itself.
Yeah.
And the rules are constantly in flux. Constantly changing. What?
They're constantly in flux.
Which is where the name came from, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tell me, is there a flux capacitor version of this? It's a Back to the Future.
There's a Back to the Future version.
There is a Back to the Future.
I've never played it.
Okay, well now
I've seen it in a store, I think.
Now I'm a little excited. Because that's been like a huge comeback. Back to the Future has been a thing throughout this year.
Look up and see if you can get yourself a Back to the Future version.
Oh.
I'll play it with you.
Yeah, sure.
Eric's favorite is zombies. Because Eric likes zombies for everything.
Well, what versions do we have? We have Tale Flux, Zombie Flux, and Adventure Time Flux. So we have 3 different versions that we've played. And
we played any other ones?
We played Jumanji Flux.
Oh yes, we have Jumanji Flux.
I just didn't.
I like that one. It's got a Jumanji coin thing. It's really cool.
And it's
different.
It has ways to take players out of the game.
Yes, you can eliminate players. People can lose, before they lose.
Yeah.
So people can die.
People can lose one at a time. Yeah.
Huh.
It's very interesting.
We also played the
Sci-Fi Flux.
Yeah, that one. As I say, whatever one your dad has.
Firefly Flux, which Firefly amazing show.
I don't think I've
ever played Firefly. I think I just played the sci-fi one.
I think you played it once because it has a lot of sci-fi stuff in it.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Which is a show I've never watched, but I've heard that it's really good to the people that are into it.
Yes, it has a very die-hard following.
Yes, and it just ended, and then they never picked it back up again, and didn't leave it on on a cliffhanger. I heard.
Well, there's also a movie.
Oh yeah, the movie was the continuation of the series. That's right.
And there was rumors of it getting rebooted, but that's for a different show.
Sure.
Anyways, yeah.
So, I guess we'll start with you, Adam. Which one is your favorite Flux that you have played?
Well, I don't like Flux.
Apparently, my voice has changed.
No, that's no.
Or I'm a ventriloquist.
Wait, where's that hand? No. I called you a dummy. Did you get that?
So anyway, Flux is okay. I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick of games, But I know that every time that you guys come over, you want to play Flux.
No, not you guys.
Okay, every time Eric comes around, he likes to play Flux.
Well, it's an easy game to play with your kid.
It's an easy game, quick game.
If you have a child, the child is in school age, they can typically play it.
Right.
Whereas some of the games we want to play
are way too complicated.
Yeah.
And also, you can play with a lot more players.
And it doesn't take 5 hours.
Yeah. It's a quick... literally, the game can end on the second turn.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's,
the very first turn.
5-6 rounds are away. But, it's not my first pick as a go-to game. Out of the 3 we've played, the last one we played was Adventure Time Flux, and it was really complicated.
I don't like it.
It was...
I love the show. I love the series, but there were so many interactions of cards on the table that it made every turn very complicated and
unnecessary,
intense.
Yeah, unnecessary. It had a lot more randomness.
Like the cartoon series.
I don't care much for Adventure Time, anyways. So it didn't.
There it is. Hi,
Robbie.
Fairytale Flux, Zombie Flux. I don't really remember much about Zombie Flux except that you got a lot of creeper zombies.
Yeah.
And Fairytale Flux was very
simple.
Simple on theme. It's like that's very good for even the younger Flux.
Yeah.
So I'd say I do like those better than Adventure Time Flux, but overall the game. If I had to give it a rating on a stars, I'd probably give it like a 2.5 or 3
out of 5.
Out of 5.
Okay,
ain't bad.
Mid-range, fairy.
Yeah.
Meh.
But that. That would be my take on overall Flux.
Yeah. In case you couldn't tell by all the pointing I was doing at myself, which one's my favorite? It's the Fairytale Flux.
Of course.
The only reason we bought it is because of me. It does not have creepers. I don't like zombies. I don't like creepy things in general. It's a lot...
But you married me.
Well, that's a long story. But, I've always been a big fan of the fairy tales, and it's just got, like, princesses.
It's Disney themed.
And castles. It's not Disney
Kinda.
Well, like, fairy tales happened way before Disney. Luckily these aren't as dark as like the original fairy tales. But
that's based on Grimm's fairy tales?
No, I said it's not as dark as like which is probably why I like it.
Yeah, if you read the original Grimm's fairy tales, they are very grim.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that when I was reading them to my son.
Wait, you read the Grimm's version of
I
fairy
read
tales?
Hansel and Gretel to him.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
The original, and I got like in like page 2 in, I'm like, oh god, what am I? What? He's gonna have nightmares. What am I doing?
Oh yeah, they're rough.
And
Cinderella's rough. Just all that.
Oh, well, that was too many pages, so I didn't get into that.
Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Crows pecking out eyes, cutting off parts of feet. It's rough. Yeah.
Cinderella did have it rough, didn't she?
Cinderella wasn't the one who was cutting her feet. It was the stepsisters were cutting their feet to try and get them into the glass slipper.
Oh, no.
And then at the end of the story, the crows pecked out their eyes, I think.
Well, they got what they deserved. Yeah. So.
What's your favorite Grimm fairy tale?
Put in the comments.
But yeah, so Fairytale Flux is my favorite because it has all of those, like happy, magical, whatever kind of cards of your basic common fairy tales like Little Red Riding Hood. They do have Hansel and Gretel cards. They have
Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
All that fun stuff, yeah. And so there's a lot of like really commonly known characters in it, so that even if it's not like where Adventure Time when we were playing it, because I never really watched it, I was like, I don't know who that is, and you guys were doing some annoying laugh or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
we were doing love and grab. So
I was like, no, I don't know what that is. Whereas with fairy tales,
15 years dungeon.
Fairy tales, most people at least have heard of the characters. So that's why it's my favorite. Eric got it for me because he always wanted to play Flux, and I was like, I don't want to play Flux.
It seems like you can find a version of Flux that fits someone's interest somewhere.
Yeah.
To
like his dad likes the sci-fi ones, and there's just
a
like
gateway game for anybody.
I want to
play.
Gaming. They have a Monty Python one. I haven't played it. I want to play that.
Yeah, that one actually.
Is it just based on Holy Grail, or is it based on the whole series?
I think it's in general,
whole...
like broad Monty Python, not just in the Holy Grail.
That's a
I'm
lot.
not sure.
That's a lot to put in.
That's something I need to figure out.
I was a big fan of the original show too.
I like Flux because it's simple, and you guys like to play really long, complicated games, and that's not my favorite. So I mean, it's not my favorite game. I'm not like, please, can we play Flux? But when there's an option, sometimes I'll choose it. So
sure.
I guess like my
Depends
rating would be a little bit higher than yours.
Okay.
Stop.
Out of 5.
3.5.
All right.
Maybe 4 on a good day.
That's on a Tuesday. Tuesday's a good
Tuesday's a good day. Oh, back in the day. Oh, that made me think of... Oh, never mind. Back in the day. It was a Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah.
You
Dane
get that
Cook.
reference? Yes, Dane Cook.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you would get it.
If you listen to Dane Cook now, he's awful.
Oh,
it is not good.
Really?
His comedy did not hold up over time, because I have it on my thumbstick in the car, and it randomly comes up, and like most of his stuff is just.
Vicious Circle was our go-to.
It didn't hold up.
So he makes new stuff that you don't like, or
no? I'm just
or you listen to his old stuff.
His old comedy is not as funny as you remember it being.
Yeah.
For the time.
Well, maybe to old people, but us
us
youngins. So they do have the Holy Grail.
Well, it's Monty Python in general.
Yeah. Okay.
But it seems like the main
keepers
things are
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
Sure.
So
I saw a Tim card in there. I think. Anyway, moving on. Yes.
Why would a swallow carry a coconut? All right.
All right. Well, mine, as a lot of people.
What is your favorite flux? What is your favorite color?
No,
what?
you made me go to a reference
is the
I
average
didn't
speed
want
of
to.
an African swallow?
But as a lot of people have suggested earlier, my favorite flux is zombies.
We didn't suggest it. We flat out said it.
Okay, said it.
Reinforce it.
One of the reasons why I like this one is because you can win with just having zombies.
Sure. You like zombie games in general, though.
I do.
Zombie Side, isn't that another favorite board game of yours?
Well, yeah, that one's hard for me to find people to actually play with, though.
Yeah, we've played it a few times.
We've only played it once.
Okay. He's got it in his log.
The Last of Us.
Yes, The Last of Us, amazing video game.
Which is going to be a series on Netflix, I believe, soon. They're starting to make it.
I thought it was going to be a movie.
Sure. Something. They're basing it on the first game.
Well, that's the way they need to go about it. The second game, I haven't gotten through all the way yet.
I haven't even touched it.
Tangent.
Squirrel. But they're like a lot of the zombies actually have like special abilities. Like whenever they get killed, they move to a different player. Or you change the goal, they move to a different player. So, and then there's also, this is the first one that I played that had a goal in it that everyone loses.
Everyone loses?
Everyone loses.
It's called an ungoal.
Yeah.
Huh.
So there's a way for everyone to lose.
The zombies win.
Well, what is it?
It is Zombie Victory. It's the name of the card. Basically, if there are at least 5 zombie creeper cards on the table and all players have at least one, the game ends with no winner. The zombies win.
Huh.
So basically everyone
becomes a zombie.
Yeah. So, but there's also a way to win with ungoal, which is very interesting, which is zombie mob boss, I think, or zombie boss. Zombie boss.
Okay.
So, but
we believe you.
Yeah.
I do like that there are weapons to get rid of the
Oh
zombies.
yeah, there's a lot of weapons to get rid of zombies. There's repellent. There's
POW!
right, yes.
No, that's POW is on some of the cards.
Yes.
Cards that would go POW.
Yes, and there's rules that let you use POW cards to kill zombies.
Yeah.
But again, if you kill a zombie, they move to another player.
Sure.
Must have.
What? You can't get rid of a zombie? So surprising.
It's not boom headshot.
Boom.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Boom, headshot
no.
moves to the next
There
player.
there is a rifle, but
Yeah. But you can't.
doesn't.
Of course, also the art on the zombies are pretty.
They're pretty. They're pretty.
Pretty zombies.
No.
They have makeup, the long eyelashes, and everything.
We're going to have to agree to disagree on that one.
They
Well,
have
I'm talking about
nails
like
done, nails did, hair did, everything done.
He was gonna say that they're
pretty interesting artwork.
yeah. You you paused too long.
Yeah. Whoa, sorry, I got distracted by Larry.
Distracted. What? Isn't Larry the one that moves to everyone?
Yes,
like every turn he moves or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's annoying. He's the real creeper. He's
He-
like, hey, I'm just gonna come over here. Oh, now I'm just gonna come over here.
Basically, he goes counterclockwise when the goal changes.
Okay.
So.
Notice I did move counterclockwise when I was.
Mm.
That's without even looking at the card.
I did notice after you pointed it out.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm over it.
But
Boys are dumb.
there's a few other fluxes that I would like to try. Like the Mighty Python seems like it would be a whole lot.
Yes,
of fun.
we're gonna buy that.
Yeah.
Neat.
And then of course,
Of
course, like I think one that we all should play is Jumanji, just because it is one of those ones that you can just knock players out.
I have the Jumanji board game.
I've actually never.
I want to play that. Let's do it.
It's terrible.
Let's
but we
do
can
it, though.
We in the future we can put that on the list as a show to do.
Yeah.
So look for
We can
the
see if
Jumanji-
Adam and I disagree as usual.
As usual. Yeah. We know where we stand with each other.
That's what matters, right?
Yeah. Well, but we're sitting.
Did you say I love you?
No.
I thought you said I love you.
No.
You whispered it. He said it.
I said,
you whispered it. No, you said I love you.
I was talking to Eric.
Oh, okay, come on.
Oh, he loves me. I'm loved. Admit it. You love me. I am not an animal.
Okay.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
What?
What?
This.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't see a problem.
I see two.
But
It's just the Winnie show.
Oh no.
I win.
Wrap it up.
It's in my
Time
name. No, we made it a whole episode without time stop. You guys killed it. You murdered it.
You guys.
You did time stop so many times, and you're the one that always has to put that flipping card on the screen when it happens.
The guy literally did time stop. So every time we said it, I had to flash it.
Anyways.
wait, what?
Alright, that's the end. I'm not letting them talk anymore. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Stop it.
Wait, Eric didn't give a rating.
Oh yeah. God.
5 stars.
Honestly, the Flux is like I said, like they said, is a very what's the word for it?
Thought provoking.
No,
What's the opposite of that?
Loss of words.
no, like
He's speechless.
Like,
Mind baffling.
like Zombie Flux isn't gonna be for
Boggling.
everyone. Adventure Time Flux is not gonna be for everyone.
Right.
But there is a Flux that is for there is a Flux. that
Okay, but
everyone
that's
likes.
not your rating. He asked
But-
you to give Flux a rating.
So like I would give it probably around a 3.5 to
Okay.
a 4, somewhere around there.
So we're all kind of around the same.
Yeah.
It's middle ground.
Yeah.
A little bit less for Adam.
Meh.
Wait, what is that?
Meh. See? It's a 3.5. See? Meh.
Alright, that's all for this show. Make sure you tune in next time. Like, follow, and subscribe.
And hit that bell. Ding.
Alright, bye. We don't have a tagline because we suck.